Good morning and welcome to this seminar. I'm Nuria. Today's topic is about why being needed is not the same as being loved. Growing up, our families, society, the schools, they trained us to believe that being needed is equal as being loved. So when your parents wanted something out of you, they used a comparison, comparing you against so and so's child. So and so's child is able to do this for them, putting pressure on you as a sign of love, using it's a manipulation. So your parents, society, the schools, all the systems, the government, to get from you what they wanted or what they need, they use this fake story, this manipulation of connecting being needed with being loved. But there is nothing, no connection between being needed and being loved. They are completely two different things. Love is unconditional. Love is unconditional. You are loved all the time. When you are useful, not useful, all the time you are loved. Love is unconditional. Need, when you give them, they'll praise you. When you say no, they'll criticize you. It's a need. They make us addicted to this, to praise and to fear criticism. So we believe the more that you are praised, the more you are loved. Somehow they play with our sense of worth. We detach from our truest worth, and we start seeing ourselves we start measuring ourselves by how much we have pleased another person, your parent or a partner or an employer or school, whatever. So it becomes an identity that hides our authentic self. It is leverage. It is a complete dysfunction. It is a lie. It's a manipulation. Our parents don't know how to love unconditionally. They have never learned it. They don't love themselves unconditionally. And this same dysfunction is also in society. The systems in schools also runs based on ignorance. So the people who do not love themselves unconditionally doesn't know how to love you unconditionally. So instead of getting out there, working for themselves, meeting their own needs, they want to use affection to turn you into a toy, into a puppet they control through praise and criticism, praise or punishment. I need you become a phrase that we connected with romance. If your partner said, I need you, you felt like that means you are loved. We all felt it, right? When your parents praised you, you felt high. So without knowing, we become addicted to highs. When we are useful, so much high, and when we are not, so much low. Swinging between that, competing against others, competing against each other, siblings. It creates a toxic environment. This is all ignorance and dysfunction. Break free from this. Being needed is not the same as being loved. It's a dysfunction. You have been trained as a toy, as a rabbit, as an animal, as a pet, conditioned, detached from your own authentic self to serve the needs of others. You are not here to serve the needs of your parents. You are not here to make your parents happy. Your parents, their happiness is in their own hand. It is their responsibility to find their own happiness. Your mother, it is her responsibility to find her own happiness. Your father, it is his own responsibility to find happiness for himself. And so do your siblings. And so does everybody else, teacher, employer, whatever, or your husband or your wife. Everyone is responsible. You are responsible for your own happiness. So break free from this codependency, dysfunction that has been making you constantly chase pleasures, chase highs, constantly going overachieving, overgiving, over explaining for love. You are already loved where you are. If you are married or unmarried, if you have entered marriage early or you are so late for marriage, if you have children or not, if you are old or young, if you are successful academically or not, regardless where you are loved unconditionally. You are loved unconditionally, and your worth doesn't come from title, from achievement, from what people. You and I have been living designed by others that made us small. But we are not tied to that. We are not defined by what they did. We are capable of breaking free from these chains of slavery, breaking free from this chasing. Your worth is not tied to anything external, it comes from within you. You are already worthy because God made you and put you on this earth. God made you and put you on this earth, and He puts an effort on you every single day, every single second to keep you alive, to keep you breathing. He controls the weather so that you can fresh good air. He keeps the sun every single morning to rise so that you can feel warm. He makes sure that excess heat doesn't reach you. He makes sure that when you are sleeping, your body doesn't get paralyzed, so He keeps you comfortable. He removes the stress from your mind, aches from your heart, fears from your soul, strengthens your spirit. He gives you tomatoes the whole year, potatoes the whole year, honey the whole year, meat the whole year, without fail. You have a God that's consistent in taking care of you, consistent in taking care of you, in protecting you, loving you all the time. You have a God. Find your God. God loves you unconditionally. God doesn't need you. God doesn't need you. God doesn't need me. But God loves you and loves me unconditionally. Now, since we have been conditioned to believe that being needed means being loved, when you hear that God doesn't need you, you feel like an egg. If you are like me, God doesn't need me, it means He doesn't love me. That's what we are conditioned to believe. That is not true. Being loved is not the same as being needed. God doesn't need us because God is self-sufficient. To be needed is to seek help. God doesn't need help from us. We are the one who need God. We need God because we need help from God. Without the help of God, we can't even breathe, we can't walk. Our life, our presence on this earth, and its ending is in the hands of God. We are all dependent on God for everything. So we need God, but God doesn't need us. See the difference? God doesn't need us, but we need God. God loves us unconditionally. And God is the one that will liberate you from all the fears and insecurities that were making you compromise yourself, that were making you comply to your parents' lies, to society's lies, the fear of being rejected, the fear of being criticized. All of it, with God, you can face it. With God in your life, when you know God, that God has done favor over you than anyone can ever do, your loyalty comes to God, not to your parent, not even to yourself. It becomes to God. When you put God first, then everyone else is secondary. Everyone else is secondary, and their opinions is also secondary. You will gain strength to stand on your truth, to set boundary, and to say no to people when it matters to say no. You will not give out of guilt, but out of abundance, out of love. You will give without expecting anything in return. To live life without pressure. To live life without the pressure constantly to want to prove to somebody that you are good enough. You don't. You are good enough already. Where you are already good enough. So put God first in your life. Connect with God daily. That's how you put Him first. Connect with God daily. Talk to God daily. Reflect. Contemplate. The noise of the world is in our head. The noise of the world, how we have been conditioning, it is a block that prevents us from living authentically, from getting close to God. So work or do your inner work. Do your inner work. Challenge the voices in your head that tell you are not good enough, you are not worthy. That is the conditioning of the society and your family. That is the noise of the world. Breaking free from that noise. Find the solitude to be with yourself and to be with God. And every day make it a habit to talk to God. Make it a habit to talk to God. Set for yourself a routine to take care of yourself, to build new habits, healthy habits that make you grow, to cut off bad habits, to remove bad influences. Even if it is family, remove them from your life if they are bad influence. So find your center in coming to God, in coming to your authentic self. Know yourself, recognize yourself as an individual, as autonomous being who is able to say no when they need to, who is able to walk away from dysfunction, who is able to walk away from disrespect, who does not tolerate evil and harm. Find connection with God, find connection with your authentic self, be your authentic self. Break the masks, break the chains, break free from the trap of being needed is the same as being loved. No, it is not. God loves us unconditionally. God doesn't need anything from us. God is our protector. Through God, each one of us are able to live authentically without requiring any approval or validation from the world. When you are the man or the woman that is able to stand in this world authentically, fearless of the creation, fearing none but God, you will have a voice, your own voice, authentic voice, that is authority, not shrinking to anyone, not bending. No, that is an authority. That is how you earn your respect back, by not being available, by not complying to dysfunction, by breaking free from constantly chasing external validation, by finding your sense of worth from within. Let God lead you. Let God be first in your life. Find a connection with Him. Let your heart rest in peace in His presence. Let your mind be clear and calm, where you can focus to build your legacy, where you can focus on what matters to you mostly. Eliminate all the noise of the world. Eliminate all the noise from your mind. Peace is your right to inner peace, 100%. And peace is real in this world because God is real. God is living. God is the dominant. So find connection with Him. and live a life that matters to you. If you found this helpful, for more, click on subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.